Okay, student loans. It's a huge, honestly pretty overwhelming topic, right? But what if we could break it all down with a simple story? Well, today that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to explain this whole complicated financial world with a monkey, a university, and you guessed it, a whole lot of bananas. Let's dive in. So, let's kick things off with a pretty intense term, a death pledge. I know it sounds super dramatic, but what if I told you that term is directly tied to the world of student loans? Just stick with me here, because by the end of this little explainer, you're going to see exactly how. To get our heads around this death pledge thing, first you got to meet our hero, Monkey. And Monkey, well, he's just like a lot of us. He's got these big dreams. He looks around his world, the jungle, and he just knows he can do more. He wants a better future for himself, but he needs to figure out how to get there. And what does that better future really boil down to? For him, it all starts with getting a big brain. Now, we're not just talking about being book smart here. For Monkey, a big brain means getting the skills, the know-how, the piece of paper he needs to land a top job, managing the whole jungle. It's the key that unlocks everything. So where do you go to get a big brain? Monkey University, of course. In his world, this is the place. It's the only real path, the gatekeeper to all that knowledge you need to make it big in jungle management. But here it is, the first major roadblock, and it's a doozy. Monkey University costs money, a lot of money. And the currency in the jungle is leaves. And our guy Monkey, well, he has 0 leaves. He's got all the ambition in the world, but not the cash to back it up. Sound a little familiar? Just when it feels like Monkey's dream is about to die on the vine, a new character walks onto the scene, the Monkey Bank. And this bank shows up with what seems like the perfect, tailor-made solution to his problem. And just look at how simple and sweet this offer is. The bank basically says, hey, don't worry about it. We'll give you a huge pile of leaves right now. You go to Monkey University, get that big brain, and you can just pay us back later, once you're a big shot. For Monkey, this sounds like an absolute no-brainer. But hang on. Remember that term from the beginning, death pledge? This is where it all clicks. Because this isn't just some friendly little loan. The source material we're looking at calls it a death pledge for a very good reason. It's way more like a mortgage, this massive, long-term financial weight that's going to follow Monkey around for years, maybe even decades. So Monkey signs the papers, he goes to school, he works his tail off, and he graduates. He did it. He's officially a big brain monkey. He's got the diploma, he's ready to take on the world. From the outside, it looks like a total success. But the real story? Oh, it's just getting started. You see, graduation isn't the finish line. Nope, for Monkey, it's actually the starting pistol for the real struggle. That nice, easy, pay-us-back-later deal? Well, later is now. And that bill is a whole lot scarier than he ever thought it would be. And this chart right here, this shows you the absolute core of Monkey's new problem. Look at that first bar, bananas picked. That's his income, and he's working hard. But then look at the second bar, debt growth. It's just soaring. Why? It's the terrible magic of compound interest. The debt isn't just sitting there, it's actively growing on its own, piling more debt on top of the old debt way faster than he can pick bananas. So this creates this really bizarre situation, right? On one hand, Monkey is a total success. He's a smart monkey, he has the education he always wanted. But on the other hand, he's now a poor monkey, completely stuck on a financial treadmill. His debt just keeps growing and growing, and no matter how fast he works, he just can't get ahead. And that leads us to this quote which just nails his situation perfectly. Smart monkey, but poor monkey. He got the goal, the education, but the cost was his financial freedom. He's trapped. His paycheck is just getting swallowed by a debt that refuses to shrink. And so, this entire story about a monkey and some bananas leads us to a really tough, really real question that millions of us are facing. When you look at this whole trade-off, you just have to ask, is getting the big brain really worth signing up for the death pledge?